Well, here we go with the very first canvas to apply texture paste to. First of all, I want to show you, I've got a couple of palette knives here, both of which work, but as you can see, this one's going to do the job a lot faster. One thing that is important with palette knives, though, is the fact that we have an offset handle. That means there's this kind of a jog in the blade. That allows you to put the paste on without dragging your knuckles through it. So here we go. Not a very fancy container, but here we go. Pick up a scoop and then just spread it on as thinly as you can. The idea is we want to cover the canvas completely, especially getting the paste to fill in all those nasty little holes. So I just keep at it and see how I get the edges like that. I'm not going to put paste on the sides of the canvas. That's because if I later want to put it in a frame, I might have difficulty with the extra bulk or thickness of the paste. So, and besides, it's easier to handle if it's not wet everywhere. So I just put it on as thin as possible. I'm just getting it spread out now. And then I'll go back and add some nice knife marks. That's what later is going to give you some wonderful texture. So there it is, smooth. Now I'm just going to go back and maybe add a few knife marks. Don't make them too big. Just even small amounts of variation in surface is going to translate into texture later. Now that's really nice and thin. I'm going to come back and add a bit more across the bottom here because I want to show you what happens when we get this paste on thickly. It really is fantastic. It dries with some really wonderful cracks, which, if you want, are a good thing. If you don't, keep it very thin, then there won't be any cracks. That's basically it. Now I just might want to just tidy up the edges a bit, like so, and we're done. Now one last thing to remember, when you're done with your paste, what you want to do is cover the paste with saran wrap. So right down on top of the paste, like that, before you put your lid back on. Okay, now all that's left to do really is let it dry, which you can do, just let it air dry, which maybe takes 2-3 hours depending on how thick it is, or you can actually take a blow dryer to it and finish the job in about 10. So, see you in a bit.